Hello, fellow crafters. I wanted to do a video of this book before I give it to my friend. She needed a book to give to her mother, and she came by and she went through all my stuff and she found this one because I hadn't finished it, and said she wanted this one and gave me some ideas of what she wanted. So let me show you. I used the Graffic 45, Once Upon a Springtime, and I had a few of these frames from a long time ago. Excuse me. So I, you know, as you can see, I cut out the little image and put it behind the frame, and then I glued this on top of one of the flowers that comes on a strip. And I took the Tim Holtz tickets, and I put a little lace on the ends, and I tucked in this little charm butterfly. Now the first two pages, I hope this camera's working right. The first two pages I did. These two pages were done when she came over, and you'll see what I'm talking about when I show you the rest. And I put a little tag here for her to put some journaling in. You know, put whoever's in the photo right here. And I added some ribbon, a bow, and a flower. And I did some 3D dots to bring this up dimensional. I used everything that came with the Graffic 45, except for some things that I have, which is the Martha Stewart butterfly. There's a little tag here. You can't really see it. It's tucked in here, and there's a Tim Holtz tag in here, and then I put a little image on the back. It says Hope. And then there's a tag in here for journaling and a place for a photo. And I made these tags in envelopes with my Cricut. I think it's tags, bags, and cards. I'm not real sure. And then this here is left open up here to slide a picture down in there. And then same thing here. I've got two tags, places for photos and journaling. I did a little embossing Tim Holtz butterfly here. I just stamped on it. Sorry. And then I added some lace and ribbon and a little bow here, and then I cut the ribbon into to look like the tail end of a scroll, because you'll see here in a minute why, because it goes along with the book. And here's another tag for journaling and photos. And the same thing here I did on the page before. Trying not to reach over. Another tag for journaling and photo. And this one's a little different. I kind of made it into a little book. It says Soar. And it has the image, and you open it up. And it goes back down here. These flowers here came on a strip of ribbon. I got it Hobby Lobby, and I colored them with Tattered Angels. And this too, this is like a doily that was a heart, and I cut it in half, and I did Tattered Angels on it. And here's a butterfly, a little spray. This came from the wedding department, and I colored it with Tattered Angels. And a butterfly, lots of butterflies. I like butterflies. Now this page here is a mimic of the page before. It has a tag, and this tag I did a little work on. I added this little branch, which is from my Cricut. It's supposed to be a tree, but I made it a little branch. And I cut out a little fairy and I put a little butterfly because she's looking up at the butterfly. Place for journaling. Just wanted to add a little something to one of the cards. And then here's another little scroll. It says love. And then there's another tag in here. Now she said she wanted four pages to put photos, for her mom to put photos of all her sisters. And there's 4 of them. So here's two pages, or 2 places to put photos. And I left, I made this little, I glued the lace and the ribbon on the back, and then this here I attached with, what do they call them? I can't think right now. You know what they are. Can't think right now. And she really liked the idea. She saw these little branches, little trees I had cut out. And I was telling her, you know, we could probably do like a family tree if you'd like. She said, yes, that would be great. So that's what I did. And I cut the center part out of a piece of paper that looked like wood. And each leaf she's going to be putting her and her husband and all her children. And I made these little tags down here. I figured she could put all her children and maybe grandchildren, who the grandchildren are, and if there's great-grandchildren. I'm not really sure about her family tree, so I just added some tags down here. I thought that was really cool. And then I made the scrolls, and it says family tree. And these I just made myself. You know, I cut them out and twisted them and colored them with Tim Holtz inks. Excuse me. And then here's another page for her to put the 2 photos. And then I figured, since it was for her mom and Easter's coming, I had purchased a huge box full of music, old music. And I found this one. It's a song, Mother of Mine. And I really had a hard time tearing it up, but you know, that's what I bought it for. So I tore a piece out, and I inked the edges to make it look older, but it is old. And I got this little cross. I bought this at Michael's a few weeks back. Oh, probably even a month ago when Easter stuff really started coming out. And I just colored it with Tim Holtz inks. It is actually it's actually wood. It's like a laser cut. And then this is your Prima flower, little flower that I did. Another little tag, you know, put something on. And then I put Mother up here, and I bunched up some lace behind it. And then the back also has a place for her to put another photo, maybe a photo of herself, because this card says Mother. And then each tag has a place for journaling or photos. And then this one is just a little tag that came with a Graffic 45. And like I said, these little envelopes and tags I made on my Cricut. It's tags, boxes, and cards, I think it's what's called. This little scalloped edge here, this is a little piece of chipboard, and it was one of the frames that you buy. There's a girl on eBay, when I will list it at the bottom, what her thing is, but she sells these really cheap. I mean, these were like 4 for $1, and they fit perfect on these little windows. And I just stuck a little picture image in the back, and of course I signed my book, Kim Gillespie. That's my book. Thanks for watching.